Well, as you can see on your screen there, we're showing you some visuals of what is currently happening, what we can see from our vantage point as SABC News in Limpopo. And speaking of, the South African Weather Service has issued a level 10 warning for heavy and disruptive rain today for the northern escarpment of the Lowveld of Mpumalanga as well as the southern Lowveld of Limpopo. But for the latest on what's happening in Limpopo as we speak, we are joined by police spokesperson Brigadier Hlulani Mashaba, who has been on the ground for us. Brigadier Mashaba, thanks so much for your time. Welcome to Morning Live. If you could just start by just giving us a sense of how things went overnight, especially with the level 10 warning in play.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sakino, and to the rest of the SABC viewers. We can confirm that indeed, at Limpopo, we have been ravaged by raging floods in recent times, and we would have seen that we also had some of the incidents, that are concerning to us. Maybe just to give a brief background, we had one incident, firstly, that was in Mutale, where there was a 20-year-old by the name of Lowveld Mpumalanga, residing at Chitawa Mafefera village, who was crossing a flooded river there together with his father. Unfortunately, the father managed to cross, but he couldn't actually cross, and the father advised him to hold on to the branch of the tree while he goes to the community to seek assistance. As they came back, they couldn't locate him. The search and rescue unit is currently busy there trying to locate him. And there was also another incident in Mbaula, just outside Vianney, where a 5-year-old as well is being sought after he was swept away by the raging waters. It is reported that he took him together with the mother in the morning at around 6 o'clock. They left the house because the house was filled to the brim with water, so they had to actually go and run for their safety. So as they did that, the two were swept away, but then the mother was safely located, was rescued by the members of the South African National Defence Force. The search and rescue operations are underway to try and locate him. We believe that sooner we should be able to know, but you know that we had a lot of flooding in these areas, then it becomes very difficult as well. And we must say that our teams have been doing tremendously well to help those that are in distress. So far, we can safely say, yeah, indeed, we've got one of the best teams when it comes to search and rescue, Sakina.
Brigadier Mashaba, are there any areas that you are particularly concerned about? Because as we've been reporting, some areas had been cut off. So is there any specific area that you are concerned about at the moment?
Yeah, the majority of the areas that I can highlight, I know Mutale, I also know Kotsi in the district, and the Pafore also in the and then Mbaula, which is in Mopani district, as well as Chakuma, that is in Vembe. And other areas, we know that there have been sporadic incidents as well as in Kukune, but we know that Vembe and Mopani were heavily affected by this flooding. So as a result, there's more focus on that. You would have seen that even yesterday, the President, Cyril Ramaphosa, together with the Premier, Dr. Popi Ramathoba, visited Chakuma, and they also visited Mbaula, because those are the areas that were mostly affected by the flooding. But we continue to monitor the situation on the ground to ensure the safety of everyone. But while we do so, Sakino, we calling upon our communities to take caution and not attempt to cross rivers, streams, or bridges under any given circumstances, because you cannot measure the depth of the water at any particular point. So we rather be safe than sorry. And also, we call upon guardians and parents to keep their children within their eyesight, particularly when traveling. And if it is possible, we advise that people must stay put in their homes and not try and be walking around, because that could prove to be very dangerous unless if the situation permits. that they run for their safety. But if they are safe wherever they are, it is important that they stay indoors so that they are safe as such. We need to exercise extreme caution to this effect, Sakino.
And just finally, Brigadier, earlier in the week, I think the MEC gave us a number, an emergency number. Is that same emergency number still the one that people need to contact should they find themselves in a position of distress?
Yes, yeah, we still need to use the numbers because I know that all the 5 districts, there are those numbers that have been given by the MEC. Baskop Magam. So those are the numbers that we'll have to use when we are in distress. Otherwise, we can call also the nearest police station and also the emergency medical services at any given point, because all these people are on the ground ensuring the safety of residents within the province.
Well, thank you so much, Brigadier Mashaba, on the ground there in Limpopo province. And if I can recall, that number was 0800 222 111, 0800 222 111, which is the emergency number to use in the province of Limpopo.